I think a lot of good could come out of crocheting.
I don't know.
Like you could make shorts.
Yes, please.
Hey, everybody, it's MAK.
And I'm Courtney. Welcome back to 2MC.
It's our weekly podcast where we talk about all things Martin County government.
Yeah, so tune in every week to find out all things Martin County government.
Wow, that was smart.
Thanks. So we went to a luncheon today and we had some cake. And I feel like I just need to tell people how good the cake was.
The cake was very good. The chicken had a little bone sticking out of it. I was more excited about the cake.
Okay, so the cake comes out.
I owled the chicken.
She did owl the chicken.
I mean, you ate it all, then you spat up a little owl ball afterwards.
No. Oh my gosh. Have you ever done that? What's that called? When you go through their owl poo. It's called something.
Oh, I've done that.
It's not poo.
I know it's their puke.
up.
Yes, I'm sorry. It's
Yeah,
their
and
vomit.
you try to find the little bones in it.
Yes, you get the little tweezers and you find things. It's so cool.
I did that at is it the Hope Sound Refuge?
Yes.
What is it called?
The
The
Wildlife Center.
Yeah, that
Oh.
place in Hope Sound. I went there and did it.
We did it at home.
Well, yeah, you buy it there and you can do it at home, I think.
What if you find it?
I don't know.
You can
go
do
through
it and find stuff you find.
Yeah.
I think we have some in a jar upstairs.
What? Hold on. Next to the cat whiskers?
No, those are in a baggie downstairs. Never mind. I'm just kidding. We don't have any in a jar upstairs.
What is
It's
going
cool,
on
though.
at your house?
Owl pellets.
Owl pellets. Did you just look it up?
Maybe not.
No. We should talk about the Turnpike.
Okay, so we had a board meeting.
Yes, this week we had a board meeting. It was a big one.
It was.
Lots of really good stuff on it.
Yeah, and we're just going to give you guys some bite-sized pieces of that. So
Yes,
that
I
way,
like to call them highlights.
Sure. So
They're not going to be board pellets.
No, we'd have to throw them up then.
Fair.
I would rather not do that.
No.
The chocolate cake was good. I'd like to keep it in my belly.
Mm.
So FDOT
Yes.
had one of their staff come and do a presentation on the Turnpike I-95 Direct Connect Interchange.
Oh, that's so easy for you to say. It was about the PD&E study that they've been conducting.
Yes.
And
PD&E, in case you don't know, is Project Development and Environmental Study. Sorry.
Yes. Yeah, because there's a lot of background and information that goes into these projects.
Mm-hmm.
So they had advertised them. We had advertised them. And they held the first ones of those. Anyway, it was a great board update.
Yeah, they just talked about how actually this interchange will help enhance the safety, emergency response, and evacuation response when it's needed. And they're going to start doing some public hearings in October for people to go to. So
yeah, just be on the lookout.
Be on the lookout
we'll
for that
share
stuff.
that information when we get it.
yes.
I thought this was particularly interesting. The CRA, the Community Redevelopment Agency, did an update, one of which is going to be a regular quarterly update,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And I don't know, do people know how many CRAs we have?
I don't know. Let's find out. Anyone know? I don't hear anyone.
Associate producer? No?
No?
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe some of our fans will write in and
Yeah.
comment. Okay. Anyway, they talked about taxable value increase,
Yes.
increased infrastructure capacity,
Mhm.
because sometimes what they do is all underground and you can't really see it. So
Yes.
it's getting infrastructure in place so that businesses can grow and that area can become productive. Right?
Yes. And that brings us to, they actually had an update on like how many new businesses
Yes.
in each CRA. And I thought this was really interesting. So they've had 5 new businesses in Palm City, 8 in Hope Sound,
Whoop, whoop.
2 in Jensen,
Yes.
2 in
Rio. She
One-
always says it wrong.
1 in Port Salerno, and 3 in Golden Gate.
Yeah, that's a lot. I can't even do that math.
And if you can
13,
do that math,
14, 15, 16,
then you probably know how many CRAs
20,
there are.
that's 21, right? 21 new businesses.
Perfect. I'm trusting your math there.
6 CRAs.
So there also was a legislative update. Growth management had some part of it,
great.
but
Yep.
also Sarah Powers, our legislative, who you guys have seen on one of our previous episodes, did come over and just talk about how the budget is officially done,
Yes.
passed. This is it. And there were some bills that were passed that would have some potential impacts to our growth management team, just like how we do certain things.
You know, local, obviously, then to our local
Yes.
area. SB 180, SB 784,
Mhm.
SB 954. Did you see? I kind of pretended like I was thinking about it, but it is written there. SB 1080 and SB 1730, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. You read those right.
Yeah. So we will put a link in that because there was some specific information about those.
And in case you don't know, now you know, the tentative budget is out and available for
Our
you to look
tentative
at.
budget.
Yeah.
Yeah. The counties.
Yeah.
Because the states just got signed.
Yes.
We moved on to a new topic.
Yes.
We did.
Yes.
Okay.
Good. So the budget workshop starts July 21st. If you would like to come and
Participate.
Participate in it.
Now that's a Monday. Typically our board meetings are on Tuesdays.
Yes.
So check your calendar. That is Monday, July 21st.
Yes.
Right? The tentative budget is up on the website.
It is.
All the information is there. And I would be remiss if I did not mention that it is an award-winning budget.
It is an award-winning budget.
So explain the budget workshop. So the tentative budget's out. And then on Monday.
So they bring that tentative budget to the board and they just go through it, go over it, and public can make comments. And then
commissioners ask questions.
Yes. And then at the end of the workshop, hopefully they sign it. And that would be our budget for fiscal year 2020.
Fiscal year 25-26 is technically what it's called.
Yes.
I knew that, but I just thought maybe we should explain it.
Or you were testing me. Swimming lessons.
Yep. Lots to talk about it in our community recently and just in Florida in general because, well, we're surrounded by water.
Yes. There are swim lessons available at Sailfish Splash, which we were just at.
We were. And if you missed that episode, you might want to check it out.
It was a pretty good time, I will say so myself.
We'll put a link.
It was a splashing good time.
Yes, it was. And they have instructors that are there for kids up to age 12.
Right.
So
swim lessons make a difference. They really
They do. And they have...
even babies learn to swim.
Yeah, my nephew does swim lessons. And
That's
they teach him how to float. It's so cute.
Yep.
He does it all the time when we're in the pool now. He
I love that.
Leans back.
Floating's good.
Yeah, and so there are also free lessons available for qualifying Martin County families. So yeah, just a thought if you want to have your kids swimming for the summer.
Yes.
Voila.
And that's Children's Services Council sponsored? Yeah.
And Martin County Splash Program.
Okay. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Glad I could help.
Oh, I like this.
So this is something that we both could use, but we are not allowed to go to.
No, it's really not for everyone.
No, it's not.
And that's an FORE. Get it? For
right.
Junior
on par.
Golf summer camp.
So junior golf summer camp is for ages 7 to 17. So I just missed the cutoff. So the camp gives them an opportunity to practice at a one-of-a-kind facility.
It's a top tracer range technology.
And they can meet some other young golfers and play golf in like a fun way.
I know. You know, we have a friend.
We do? Like we have a friend?
No, we don't have a friend. I have a friend.
Okay.
Reese Nebling, if you're watching. She does like our podcast.
She does?
Anyway, she first golfed at this golf camp a couple years ago. And I got so excited. I just said the wrong word. She actually went to state her first year in high school.
Wow.
Like she is a darn good golfer.
We could take some lessons from her then.
Maybe that would be a good summer job for her.
Yes, giving us lessons because we're not good.
We would crack her up.
So they do have some dates available for those.
Speaking of the golfing, I was in the growth management area washing a dish the other day in their kitchen. And one of the gentlemen there mentioned that he was very excited that we had a podcast. He thought it was cool that we were trying to reach new audience, new demographic, right? And he said, I said, oh my gosh, that's cool. You like it? And he goes, yes, I'm watching every episode. I'm on the one where she wears a bee suit.
Oh, well then, hi, shout out to you from growth management.
But I think that was just like our second episode or something.
Yeah.
So he's not very far into it. Third. Okay. Very well.
Got a little while to go, but it's fine.
Yes. Anyway.
So this is a really cool campaign and I like the name of it too.
I do.
Locals Only Campaign.
Right?
So
for all of us.
Yeah. Everyone on the Treasure Coast. Okay.
Right.
So,
that is Visit St. Lucie.
Yes.
Discover Martin.
Mm-hmm.
And even those folks visit Indian River County.
Yeah. So all of the tourism.
Way up there.
There.
I get so confused. It's very confusing here because I feel like this is a east-west, but I feel like then it's not because my thing goes north. Like the, what do you call it?
We don't know where we're at. It's fine.
Never mind. Anyway, there's a locals only campaign.
Yes. And so all of the local tourism departments, I'm going to call them that, offices, they joined forces and we now have a locals only campaign for residents along the Treasure Coast to go to local restaurants, attractions, hotels, tours. I know it's any of that stuff and you get a discount.
I know. So it's fostering a deeper connection, right, with our local community, especially our residents, providing discounts and, like you said, deals.
Yeah. All you have to do is just say locals only.
Yeah.
And they say, okay, let's see your ID. I'm pretty sure they have to just check. And then
we should do that.
You're good.
Let's do a locals only deal.
I mean, I used it the other night.
You did?
I did.
Can't say where you went.
I was in Vero Beach and I used it at a restaurant.
You're not a local?
Yes, I am.
Oh. Is that in Indian River County?
It is.
Okay.
We'll show you a map later.
Vero Beach seems so far up the road, right? I don't like to go out of my circle so much.
She is a hobe and a hobe only.
Well,
yes.
You know what? We've got 8 new businesses there in the Hobe.
Yes.
And we talked about that earlier.
You also have the Reptile Rumble, which is at the Hobe Sound Public Library.
I am not one of those reptiles. No.
No?
No.
Okay. Well,
contrary to popular opinion.
Okay. So
I do like a good reptile, though.
Yeah. So the Hobe Sound Nature Center, Saturday, July 12th at 10:30 a.m. at Hobe Sound Public Library.
Yes.
So it's the Nature Center is going to the
bringing
library.
The reptiles. They're rumbling into the library. Yeah. I don't think they do that, but it sounded funny.
That's what it sounds like. So they're just going to have all the reptiles in there and talk about all these Florida reptiles, and maybe they'll have like a little, is it alligator or crocodiles that are here? Alligators.
Well, we do have some crocodiles.
We do have some, right?
Yes, American crocodile. I've not seen one. We've seen just the alligators. You know the difference, right? Right?
Yeah.
Because the alligators have the
longer snout,
they have the rounded snouts, and the crocodiles, Courtney, have
the crocodiles have the longer ones.
Pointy.
Yes, that's what I meant.
Pointy snout.
Either way, I'm afraid of them. So,
well, they've got sharp teeth.
Yeah.
It's a good reminder. Don't swim in waterways, right?
Be safe.
Even if you have the swimming lessons, you still should not do it, right? Because you cannot outswim a gator.
Yes,
it's true.
It's not a bad thing to know.
No, we don't have an alligator in the little watery area behind our house.
You have otters.
We do have otters.
Those are so cute. FanFest is coming up, and it's just a fine, dandy, good time.
I wondered where you were going with that. Yeah, that's our 10th annual FanFest, and it's about all of fandom. I posted about it the other day.
All of fandom,
right? And there were folks that were like kind of anime fans. There were, what do you call that? Kudzu, something else. I don't know. Anime. There was like a Star Wars guy.
There's like gaming stuff too, right?
And gaming. Yeah, all of them.
Yeah. So they have it on July 12th.
Yes, there was like a photo booth. They have arts and crafts. They have books and stuff. Oh, trivia.
Video games.
I don't know any trivia.
We cannot go.
We cannot.
Because it's for ages 11 to 18. Mm-hmm. It is free. Registration's not required.
No.
It's sponsored by the Library Foundation of Martin County.
They do so much cool stuff.
They do. And it starts at 2 p.m. at the Blake Library. And
I'm a fan of that event.
If you want to show how much of a fan you are, costumes are totally encouraged.
Oh yeah, there were cool costumes. And I saw some folks like made a mask there. Mm-hmm. Like maybe they didn't have a costume, maybe they didn't want to dust off their costume, but they had some very cool masks.
Nice.
I have a Smokey Bear mask.
I know. I got it for you.
I could be a Smokey Bear fan.
You are a Smokey Bear fan.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I thought you would particularly like this one because when we were on the phone the other day, as we do, she asked me, how difficult do you think it would be for me to crochet a croissant with a beret? And I said...
It has eyes and it's the cutest little dangly legs.
I said, you can do anything you want.
Right.
Supportive. Well, apparently...
It's very difficult. I could not even understand the directions. It was like a one CS, drop a 3, 2. I don't know what it was. However, do you know in our after conversation with Brittany, the assistant utilities director?
Yes.
She crochets for fun.
Yes.
Right?
And she did offer her assistance.
I said I would pay her and she goes, no, I do this for fun.
But if you want to learn how to do it yourself, at the Blake Library, they're doing a knit and crochet circle. Okay. All ages and skill levels are welcome.
When is this?
Sunday, July 13th at 3:30 p.m. Yep. You can bring your own project, start something new.
I have several projects. I have a couple. If you want to go, we could each do something.
Well, I'm not one to knit or crochet. I'm not going to be good at that. But this is all you. So, it is sponsored by the Friends of the Martin County.
You want to go crochet?
No, but I'm guessing Courtney is marriage material, but not domestic material.
I cook. I cook and I clean. I feel like those are good things. I don't know about crocheting, though.
I think a lot of good could come out of crocheting.
I don't know.
Like you could make shorts.
Yes, please.
Okay, you could make like a blanket or something, but I am choosing to make a croissant.
Yeah.
Wearing a beret with some eyes and dangly legs.
Yes. I feel like you should go on Sunday and then bring your artwork next week so we can show it to the class.
Or I have a goal for you, right? Before I leave, you have to have it done to show for everyone.
When will that be?
I believe mid-August.
Well, we'll see how soon Brittany can fit it into her project list. That's cool. Okay, you know what? I take your challenge, Courtney Ziesman, and I will start on that.
I believe in you.
It's a lot of yarn and a lot of just stuff.
You can do it.
Okay.
Seaturtles.
Yes, it is their season.
It is. And if you don't know, their season starts March 1st and goes all the way through October 31st.
Yes, through Halloween.
Yeah.
Also through the end of
hurricane season.
Thank you, Courtney.
Took me a second.
Yes.
So on Wednesday, July 16th at 3:30 p.m. at the Robert Morgan Library, ages 6 and up are allowed to go to an Explore Natural Martin program where they're learning about how to be kind to the sea turtles. Because
that's easy.
when you go to the beach and you build sandcastles or you dig holes,
yes,
the sea turtles actually can get stuck in those.
I know, they could get stuck in a hole, and then their little flippers, they can't get out.
Yeah,
it's not good.
So they never make it to the ocean.
You can do that, but you just need to
fill it back in before you leave.
Kick down your castle.
Yes, because if like a mama sea turtle is walking on the beach.
Oh, they are big girls, let me tell you.
And then they run into a sandcastle. Actually, what happens is then they turn back around and go into the ocean because they don't think there's enough beach to lay.
You know what
their
it's
eggs.
called when they do that?
What is it called?
That's called a false crawl.
It is, yes.
He knows sea turtle stuff. Stefan does.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know what? I was with Jessica. We were doing an interview today. She's our coastal program manager.
Jeez.
Right? She knows everything like saltwater stuff, right? So she was talking about all these animals that use our beaches to nest or lay eggs or do whatever they do, right?
Yes.
And she was talking about, oh gosh, what was his name? Some kind of a bird. Not the plover, but the...
It's not the snowy plover.
No.
Those like to just drop their eggs in the sand and run away.
I know.
So watch where you're stepping.
Oh, shoot. I can't think of this guy's name. I'm going to think of it. Anyway, the guy birds go in and catch minnows, right? And then they all come up on the beach and they have the minnows like hanging out of their beaks, right? So the ladybirds are like, and they're like, oh, I'll come up to you. And then they grab the minnow out of the guy's beak and off they go, right? Into the dunes, right? But she said, it's pretty funny to watch. But then often there are many guys just left standing in the sand with a minnow in their beak. No ladybird to be found.
The not chosen ones.
No. And it was so sad to think of them. They went and got their minnow and they were like, I'm here. That's all I know. I can't think of the bird's name.
Okay. Well,
anyway, she said it's really funny to watch. And
you said it's sad.
Well, no, I just think it's sad afterward when the guys don't, get a ladybird. Right?
So, yeah, I guess. I don't know where to go with that.
I'm just telling you, I learned it today. We were just talking with TC Palm.
Maybe we'll put the bird name down in the show notes so that way people can know.
I really wish I could think of it.
Also, speaking of show notes, all of the things that we spoke about today will be down in the show notes.
Well, not all of them.
Links to go to the places to get information for the things we spoke about today will be in the show notes.
I mean, if it's like county related, we would put that in the show notes. I don't think we're going to put your trucker hat in the show notes.
No.
Okay.
Or my key lime pie recipe. You can't have it.
Is it secret? Is it like family?
Secret. It's my own.
You got it on TikTok, didn't you?
No.
I knew it.
No,
She's
I
a
actually
TikToker.
Changed it up a little bit from the normal recipe.
Which you found?
Google.
Of course.
Where else do you find good recipes?
I don't know, but I feel like it's time to go.
Yep. All right. We will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.